Are we set?
I think so.
All right, I call this meeting to order. Please rise and join us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, let the roll call show all board members are present. And the next item of business is citizen comments. Brad Schumacher, come on up to the table. Welcome.
Thank you. No, not that seat. There you go.
Is that the media?
Yeah. She missed out.
She's not here tonight.
I'm Brad Schumacher, District 5 Sherburne County Commissioner. I came in tonight to speak on behalf of County Road 29 and the Rum River Northland project. Just had a couple statements. Do you want me to say my address or?
You're fine. Yep.
Okay. Project's going well. If you drove through there, it looks a little rougher today, but that's okay. I just wanted to read this quick. The County Road 29 Rum River Drive paving northbound will be the week of the 18th, fully completed by the 22nd. Essentially, the entire road, northbound and southbound County Road 29 will be fully open for traffic on August 22nd. Southbound still has one lift of pavement to do, and this will not affect the bus traffic for the school. Northland, miscellaneous intersection, curb and gutter going on the week of August 28th with minor impact to traffic. Back to school activities in the evening will not be affected. The final wear course for the southbound portion of County Road 29, the first week of September. We have stipulated to the contractor no paving during morning school rush hour. So busy student travel should not be affected. The construction for the entire project will be completed by September 5th. And so I came to say thank you to you guys on behalf of this, the Sherburne County Board in its entirety for letting us use the EMS services through the parking lot and the school property during that time when we closed off Northland Avenue. And so we wanted to come in to make sure we thank you guys for your partnership and moving forward the use of the process through. And the tennis courts for the update meeting every Thursday. The contractors are not playing tennis. I was there, we're not playing tennis, but they were there to.
Just pickleball.
Yeah, not even pickleball. Just there to have coffee and talk about the progress. And then ask for any questions that you guys had on the school board, from the school board back to the county, or anything I can take back.
Any questions for Brad?
Is that a little ahead of schedule? Then, or is it?
On schedule.
It's
On
on schedule.
That's nice.
On schedule, yeah.
That's.
And then, knock on wood, I had said that on a different topic, but like with all the rain that we've gotten, you know, you haven't had to water your garden. And then to be able to still get these construction projects, both here, both in Zimmerman, to make them be on schedule has been a miraculous thing. We do think that Myers Contracting is doing a heck of a fantastic job, and the guys that are on that project I thanked them when I was there at the last Thursday meeting with the police chief, Public Works Director of the city of Princeton.
Any questions?
No.
Appreciate the update.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
It's done.
Yeah, very nice. It'd be very nice when it's done.
Yeah.
And the thing that will really make an impact for the community, school buses in general too,
Yeah.
plus when the workers get let out, is that it's a learning curve. I gotta say that up front. It's a learning curve for us in Princeton, but there'll be a blinking left light. And so you won't have to wait for the light anymore. It's just like it is up there now. It's blinking and it hasn't blinked before. And so there's probably gonna be a couple fender benders on the way, but in the end, it'll be very good for the community to have that blinking left light to help, you know, just keep traffic flowing back off onto Northland.
We're all getting some practice right now.
Yeah.
We're getting some practice now. Yep.
And so I like it.
Makes the 169 project go faster?
169 project, we awarded that today. It went to Ames for $44 million. And they're gonna start turning dirt on the County Road 4 and Highway 169 project after Labor Day.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
The thing that we have, there's a lot of concern with, you know, because they're putting in the sound barrier wall and it took all those pines down. So a lot of the folks in Zimmerman on that Fremont side have expressed their concerns that we have to get those pines chopped up, because we all have seen what happens if you I heard what happens if you light a dried up Christmas tree. I guess it burns really fast. I've never done it, but if I would have, I heard that it does do that. But anyway, we gotta get those trees chopped up like now, because as soon as it's not raining anymore, it will be a danger for
Yeah.
fire with the
Right.
pines going through there. And so- But yeah, county board did award that today.
Nice.
So, anything else? Congratulations, welcome to our community.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks, Brad, and thanks for having this project done before school starts.
It's always, yeah.
That's
Figured
huge.
about that just the other day as I was coming
Yeah.
through there, yeah.
Yeah.
Said it this morning going to work.
I thought I read it was supposed to go into September, so.
To finish, so some of that final work, because they'll be putting down the black dirt, doing the seeding and, kind of doing the finish.
Shoulders.
Yeah.
Shoulders, yep, and then the wear course, because they'll put that first course in, it'll be rough, and then they'll put that final course in for the, by the end. We have the goal is both for you guys in Princeton School District and also in Zimmerman, because we have that roundabout down there.
Yeah, right
So
by
it's
the
both
schools.
sides, busy in District 5, and I'm happy we're seeing, tax dollars being spent here, local dollars, local option sales tax dollars getting spent right here in the south side of Princeton. Awesome.
The weeks of speculation that a roundabout was going in was hilarious.
I love the godless internet.
It was hilarious. It was good.
Thanks for having me,
All
madam.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you, school board.
Thank you.
All right. We will move on then to board member committee reports. And how about if we start with Eric Stramberg?
I just had finance before tonight's meeting, that was it.
Scott?
Nothing new to report.
Don? Agenda planning.
July 23rd, I had the Rum Rivers Special Ed Cooperative Meeting. And out of that meeting, we decided to enter into a purchase agreement for a parcel for a new building. The one in Malacca.
Good deal.
And the purchase price is $185,000, and that was negotiated down between the seller and the cooperative. And so they've also hired a company, Nexus, to do the kind of the construction management team, and the overall budget is $15.5 million. So they're going to be going out for bids here soon. So, and then I had finance for this as well.
I'm so glad that project is.
All right, Melissa.
I didn't really do much, but I did come across something in one of the e-clippings that MSB sends out that I kind of wanted to bring to all of our attention. There was an article about how kids, especially teens, young teens, are using AI as like a friend. So they're using the chat GPT like to talk to and to have like get advice from and have relationships with them. That's terrifying, right? Because for so many reasons, but also it just basically spits out whatever you put into it back to you. So I don't know if that's something that it was like, what did I tell you? 70%, I think it was, of kids
70%.
use it at some,
Said.
not just for like a schoolwork,
Teenagers.
but like,
But for like, so what's, about decisions about what to buy for school clothes?
yeah, or yeah,
You know,
what to
just stuff like
wear,
that. It's like
makeup.
something you would ask your best friend
Or parent.
or parent. Yeah.
Especially your parents.
Kind of weird, but.
But yeah, so I just wanted to bring that to our attention as maybe that's something that maybe like the admin team can be aware of,
The
or,
entire staff's gonna have somebody talk to them on that pack, when we bring it back, that's what our second half is all about.
Really?
AI, and we're bringing our
Okay.
presenter to
Oh,
talk just
that's
what you're
great.
talking about.
okay.
That's
The
awesome.
goods and the bads and how to identify and so on, so.
And I don't know too, if, I mean, that's like maybe something our wellness committee, like if they come up with some ideas that wellness committee can,
Mhm.
help with, but yeah, it just made me
Just
sad and
aware.
terrified all at the same time.
Consider some communications to parents about how to help their kids.
Yeah, maybe we can
navigate
get from cause Jessica found she was at a conference that found a really good presenter. She said, I wanna bring them in, teach our staff, but then from that'd be great, Jennifer, to say, okay, here's some tidbits that we can
Some bullet
help
points
train
or
with our parents too, cause it's all new to all of us. We're all trying
Well,
to
and maybe work
navigate our way.
with the PTO
Yeah, I'm the VP of
Try to
that,
help.
so.
Sure.
Get that conversation out with parents.
It's almost like teaching parents how to navigate TikTok.
Right.
I mean, it's almost another social media tool.
It's a home adventure, you know.
Interesting.
And I feel like the only way we can kind of, you know, compete with that is just keep working on building our community and, you know, and that's what we're, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, but anywho, so I just wanted to bring that to everyone's.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have nothing.
Okay, okay.
I did attend one facilities planning committee out of the last three, because they're
Oh, yeah, I
every
guess
week.
so.
Agenda planning, and then I had finance before this. So we have no student council reps tonight. So we will go to the superintendent report. Pat?
Life continues to be busy, but I don't know, for me, it's exhilarating. I'm meeting a lot of people and getting involved in a lot of things. But it's good. This last week I had met with the Homeland Security people that handle the Monticello power plant fallout shelter, and they're switching the building that we were supposed to assess all the people that would come up to us from the high school to middle school. They just said the high school's too active. By the time you try to clear out every the kids out, they can still stay there for practice or whatever. Let's just go to middle school. And what they liked about the middle school is that they do a radiation screening for vehicles, and then the public works building is right there, so they can, you know, bring them right over there and wash them all down, right? So they have a training actually for all those that are part of that you know, process if it was to happen. They have a training tomorrow night at the middle school, and they asked me to come join them, so I'll learn even more tomorrow night. But then FEMA's coming a week after, and everybody that was trained has to show that they know what they're doing, and FEMA's just going to watch, see if they know what they're doing, and they give them that. Yes or no check mark,
Great.
right? Yeah, yeah. But it's I learned a lot. It was fascinating. And when I did find out that it's not tax money that does this. It's actually from the Xcel Energy. Since it's their plant, they have to pay for all these workers. So I thought that was a good thing. But that was good. Had my first official admin meeting this week. That was fun, exciting. Everybody's getting geared up and ready to come back and really be ready for a welcome back week for all of our staff and for the students the week after, and all of our open houses. Communication will go out to all parents on Friday with the welcome back information on pay. So that we're making sure everybody was in step and ready for that. So we're good there. But it was a good meeting just to talk to all the staff and see, make sure everybody's ready and everybody's pointing in the right direction, and it looks really good right now. So the new web page was launched, and big thanks to Emily for doing that over the summer. When I first came here and I talked to her about her task and she told me she was doing that by herself, I was just baffled because I've done it 3 times in my career, and it always took a staff of at least 4 over the summer to do it. So to have her do that was amazing. And it's all working and up and running, and we have, that was part of the admin meeting. Each building is the quality control check, make sure everything was put in the way it's supposed to be and is working. So that's a good thing to have happening, and hopefully that works. Other than that, we're watching enrollment as it comes in and seeing what's happening. Our enrollment for our online school is already right at or a little higher than it was when we exited last year. And August is usually a big month for online enrollment, so we expect to see that surpass where we actually had budgeted and hoped. So that's a good thing. And then we're watching some other numbers. The kindergarten numbers haven't come in and met that threshold that we wanted, so we're there with 180.
180 of them.
Yeah, yeah. And so we feel good about that. That's where we wanted to at least be at. So that's good. And they still have weeks to go too. So we'll see where the enrollment comes, but we're excited about that part. Tonight, obviously a big meeting with the resolution, and the committee work that every Wednesday we've been talking about on the backside. Michelle and I and Emily have been doing quite a bit of work, making sure that we're having things all ready to go. We have a press release ready to go out this week, if everything goes like we think tonight, and then we'll start making sure we have a site for our website, and I had a phone installed in my office just for the messages, so. I see that light blinking. Make sure I'm responding to that. We have a separate email, and so we're getting everything all set up and ready to go, and we're already starting to put together kind of a informational campaign of making sure we're getting out to people on, once we get that calendar kind of filled in, we'll make sure everybody here, and actually it'll be on the website, and everybody will know where they can get their information. There's a lot of steps to this, and we know that, and we're making sure those back channels are happening, and we're getting that all taken care of. And I know that even on the election side, and Emily and Michelle are working, make sure that we're ready to have our polling election locations set up, and then even for the absentee. We talked about making sure everybody knows that they can get their absentee applications and how they can get them, and we'll have them printed off and ready, even at open houses in case you want to get them there. So there's a lot of strategies that we want to make sure every voter in our district has an opportunity, hear what we're doing, why we're doing it, and has an opportunity to vote. So that's so it's been a lot of work, but a lot of good work. I signed up for the community chamber leadership series, so I'm good to go for that.
I like that.
Yeah. And today I met quite a few of our neighboring superintendents at the superintendent conference, so I'm starting to network there already. So
Have you slept since you've been here?
No, not really. I don't know. I'm kind of like that though. It's all good. Yeah, so it feels like it's been like 3 months, but I just, it's. So thank you.
Awesome, thank you. All right, we will move on to item number 6, approve agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as presented? Motion's been made by Melissa. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Eric Minks. Any comments or questions on the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, agenda is approved. Item number 7, discuss and act on previous board meeting minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes as presented?
So moved.
Motion's been made by Scott. Is there a second? So moved. Second by Don. Any comments or questions on those? All right, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. Item number 8, consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented? So moved. Motion's been made by Jen. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Scott. Any comments or questions on the consent agenda?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What does intermittent leave of absence mean on the personnel document?
It means that they won't be taking it in consecutive 6 weeks. It will be 2 days this week, 3 days a week this week. 3 days that week, depending on what their medical needs are.
Okay, thank you.
And that is allowable under FML.
Right.
Any other questions?
I like the parent responsibilities section that was added to the transportation.
Yes. I saw that. That is good. All right, no further comments. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda is approved. We have no information items tonight. We just have some action items. So the first action item is the special election resolution.
I'll make a motion to accept to approve the resolution relating to determining the necessity of issuing general obligation bonds and approving a new capital project levy authorization and calling a special election thereon as presented.
All right. Motion's been made by Eric Stramberg, seconded by Melissa. Any discussion? Whoop, whoop.
Get it on.
Off we go.
So we've had, this resolution legally looked at and actually rewrote about, what, 4 or 5 times, Michelle, until
It
we.
says version 8.
So we know it's accurate, and we're gonna make sure that it's all by the book and that it's all tightened up, and we've got a lot of conversation leading up to this, so I think everybody knows what we're looking at. And,
Yep.
now we just move forward.
Yes. Exciting times. All right, any other comments or questions before we vote? All right, we'll vote, by roll call, starting with Jen.
Yes.
Melissa?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
All right, resolution is approved. Thank you. Our other item of action is our revised budget.
So as you recall, in June when we did our original budget, the legislature was not quite finished with their work. And also, once they finish, we've got to give our organizations time to do the calculations, get the information out to us. So we have now added basically what we've changed here is our revenue. So if you go down to compensatory and click on the budget, maybe I will get mine to come up.
And mine's looking pretty slow.
Mine won't come up. I don't know. Thank you. Yeah, well, it did come up in my other meeting, so I know it comes up, So, our compensatory was one of the dollars we were waiting for. If you recall, in our original budget, we were looking at a negative $300 and some thousand variance there. Now it is negative 60. So, we actually, our revenue increased by 400,000. This is a 1-year fix. At the state level, coming into 25-26, their goal was to keep compensatory at the state level. And when it all shook out, it had winners and losers. We were on, of course, the losing end of that conversation. A lot of conversations down there with all of our organizations going, this isn't working. They now have somebody back at the table. They've basically restored things for 1 year. I expect that starting next year, though, we'll start to see a reduction. So, we'll take it for this year. We have moved from the unassigned area revenue or expenses of about $200,000. That's why you still see a negative 60,000 there. We can move more. That was just a start, or we could choose to move less, depending on how our enrollment and how everything shakes out, knowing that we're most likely going down the following year to keep that category fluid for a couple of years would be good. So that was compensatory. And then of course that we received our revenue for the unassigned area. So go all the way down to where it says unassigned and click on general fund budget. And I'm still not got enough speed there. But as you know,
You want to see general fund?
yeah, it's yours come up. Yours comes up fast. It likes you. You can see the compensatory at the top there at that negative 60. If you go down to where the gray is and it says unassigned, our original said 2.1 million as a variance. It is now 1.5. They restored unemployment. For the next 2 years, we should have full unemployment paid for the summer. And, but there were some categories that went down. Those categories were, student support, or was it library aid? All those funding mechanisms that they gave us in the previous, they've all gone down a little bit. So that has an impact, but overall, it's brought us down to 1.5 in the unassigned, and in large part due to compensatory.
Did the, federal funds that they're holding, is that affecting our, I know it
So
was, but I don't know if they
federal funds-
released some of it. I didn't-
Right, federal funds that they have been holding, many of those pots we don't get. Title II, was one of them listed, but they released, my understanding, the funds have all been released, so, we hadn't claimed it yet, so we didn't feel any impact from it.
Okay.
Had we claimed it and we were sitting there waiting, now that would be a different story. What we did throughout the year was we claimed our money every month in our federal title programs
Close to the year.
instead of waiting. Well, we did it quarterly. So, we didn't feel that in title, federal special ed, though, is a different thing. We do claim that at the end of the year because that runs through Rome River and there's a lot of paperwork that goes with it, so. But all those pots of money, federal pots of money are going down. I'll just give you a snapshot of Title II that we just talked about. We typically get between 65 and 75,000. This year we received 32 going into 25-26. So that's going to have an impact as we go forward. Title I is an impact. So we will work with that as we receive those numbers, so. But otherwise, the budget overall, there was more adds than there were, subtractions. So that was helpful and, it puts us in a better light. It's still showing a negative 1.5 million, but you gotta remember, we're banking on a 2% variance with our conservative budgeting. And, we've got chargebacks of 300,000 that we typically have at the end of the year, so I feel much more comfortable at this number than I did at 2.1.
Yeah. I paid my son's Chromebook damages, so that brought us up.
Thanks
for being a
Yeah.
responsible parent.
I should just pay the 30 at the beginning.
Absolutely.
Why
did you not do that? I learned my lesson.
Any questions for Michelle on the revised budget? Comments?
I'll make a motion to approve the budget as presented.
All right, motion's been made by Eric Stramberg. Is there a second? Second by Eric Minks. Any comments or questions before we vote on that revised budget? All right, hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed? All right, budget is approved. We have no additions to the agenda. So is there a motion to adjourn? So moved. Motion made by Melissa. Is there a second? Second by Don. All in favor say yes. Yes. Opposed?
Next two.
All right. We have the next two years.
Nice to be me.
Is there anything?